I like how we used to have boxes that we would keep underneath these, and then we have moved on from the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I will
Do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Okay. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
What is it, Mo?
You can't hear an enzyme.
God. Oh, God. Seriously? That. What the hell? Biology jokes, baby. That's great. I love
It's a popular one in my department.
Okay, Mo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, it's funny.
Oh, my God. I can't.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Bingers Anime Edition. As always, I'm your host, Mo.
And I'm Matty, and this is a little podcast that talks about different animes with our fellow weebs out there. Yeah. Out there. Yeehaw. We're from Oklahoma. If no one knew that, let me triangulate my house location a little bit more.
With my accent.
Bro, I was listening to the podcast on the way home from Easter. Why did I say?
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
this accent. And it was me and Ross. Did I tell you about this?
Mm-mm.
We were driving back to Texas, and
Stop it.
we were listening to our podcast.
Uh-huh.
We listened to the Guilty Crown episode, and I'll be honest, it was pretty funny. But also, like, I'll toot my own horn, but I was so uncomfortable. Well, because Ross and I would try to have a conversation, but then my voice is in the background. Can you imagine how weird that is?
Yeah.
Like, it's like when Mo is talking, no biggie. It's just, it's Mo. But then I hear my own voice in the background while I'm trying to have a conversation with Ross, and Ross was just like the same. He was like, I don't know how to do this.
What did you think about the Guilty Crown episode?
He thought it was funny. He had a brief cameo in it.
Oh, he did?
I briefly mentioned it by name because it was that episode when he just like randomly came visit me at the window.
Oh, yeah.
At the middle of the night. And so I talked about him. But at first I didn't mention him by name, but mentioned everyone else by name. And he's like, "Are you kidding me? I didn't get a name drop." And I was like, "No, you got name dropped. Don't worry." So I'm name dropping him now. But it was funny
Hi,
because
Chase.
What?
Hi, Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Or who is it, Ross?
Yeah, I was like, wrong
Wrong
individual.
person.
He tried. But it was funny because I was talking to him, and I didn't meet him until like October, right?
Mm-hmm.
We started this podcast last June.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, we started recording in like April. Wow, we started recording like a year ago.
We started recording in May. Our first episode dropped in June.
Yeah. And so I told him, like, yeah, like if you listen to podcasts from the beginning, like that's before I met you. And he's like, whoa. And I was like, well, this is actually trippy because now, like, if I meet someone and they want to know, like, how I was, like, a year ago, I'm like, just listen to my podcast. You can see all the anger. All the crazy shit that happened this summer at my internship. It was funny. But yeah, Mo.
What happened to your finger?
Oh.
I want you to tell me that
you
story.
asked me about my finger.
Listen. We ain't about that petty life, okay?
I'm a petty bitch. We've been over this.
I know you're a petty
I'm
bitch.
Dude, when I play Secret Hitler, when I'm a liberal. Have you ever played Secret Hitler?
No.
Okay, well,
So I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to act like you know what I'm talking about, and it's going to be
Okay.
funny for all the listeners that do. So anytime I'm a liberal, it's boring. Unless you're a fascist, you just have to find the truth if you're a liberal. And I don't like that. I like to lie and create chaos. And so when I play, I literally make the running joke that I'm an agent of chaos. And so I just continually create mischief. And everyone's like, you're lying. You're obviously a fascist. I'm like, no, bro, I'm legit a liberal. I'm just bored. So I just lie a lot. And so then I forgot what I was going to say. This conversation has gone somewhere. I have not slept in a while. I slept last night, but
Yeah.
I'm a little drained. But it's fun because they call me an agent of chaos, and I just lie all the time. And it's a lot of fun. I just wreak havoc everywhere. What were we talking about?
Your finger.
Oh, yeah. What were we talking about after the finger?
Because I called you a petty bitch.
That's what it is. So anytime I play, I'm like, I will purposely not vote for someone as chancellor because I'm a petty bitch. And they're like, why did you vote no? I'm like, because I'm a petty bitch. Like, we've been over this, guys. Like, there is no question about it, and it's great. Anyway, the finger. So you see that box over there?
Yes.
So it's my glasses I'm trying out.
Oh, the like Warby Parker ones.
I'll show you them on, and I'll get your opinion on which ones I should get. Anyway, I was opening the box, doing my thing. I was opening with my keys, and then the cardboard slit my finger. Like, this is like, look at that cut. It's like deep, and this is on like Wednesday, and so like I cut it, and it just bled for like 15 minutes everywhere in my bathroom. And so I sent a photo to Roz. I was like, hee hee. Like, I just sent it to him like unsolicited, and he's like, what the hell happened to your hand? I'm like, cardboard box is a bitch.
Cardboard box is a bitch.
Yeah, it was rough. But yeah, so how's your week been, Mo?
It's actually been pretty good week. I mean, I got my whole apartment cleaned up Tuesday.
Look at you adulting.
Yes, when we had our mental health day or whatever.
Our wellness day.
Our wellness day or whatever.
Mo can attest, my wellness day did not go super great for my mental health.
Dude, I think the wellness days are just stupid.
Oh, yeah,
I think they're so stupid. But it's whatever. It's already done. It's past.
It's in the past. It's fine.
It's fine. And so I got my apartment cleaned up. Spankins, man. I still got laundry I got to fold, though. And I also started watching trashy reality shows again.
Oh, God. Which ones?
Well, so a new season of The Circle came out on Netflix. And so I started watching that. They only have 4 episodes out right now. So I watched that. And then I just got, like, on a kick of, like, oh, I need to watch all these, like, reality TV shows. And so I started watching Too Hot to Handle, which basically is they all go on this retreat and try not to have sex with each other, and they can win $100,000.
Okay, I really feel like that wouldn't be that hard. Are they, like, couples?
No.
They're just a bunch of random people.
Just a bunch of random people that don't know each other, and there's, like, rules. Like, you can't kiss. You can't, like, do self-gratification.
Oh.
No oral.
Oh, wow.
And no sex.
Okay, how long does this last?
The summer. I mean, on and honest, like a month. And
I'm guessing not very many people make it all the way through. Do they
within
film the sex scenes and
no.
Okay.
But like within the first literally like 20 minutes after they set the rules, like they lost like $3,000 because a couple kissed.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then 2 girls kissed because they were trying to get back at some people. Well, they were trying to get back at everybody else because they were pissed off at everyone else. And so they were like, let's just lose $3,000 so that way.
Oh, so they don't just get like kicked off the island.
No, they lose money if they do these things. And like if they have sex, they lose like $20,000.
Okay, I'm over this conversation. What the hell?
Yeah, kissing's $3,000, oral $6,000, and then sex is $20,000. But you want to know what happened? At the freaking end, the only couple that actually like made a connection, literally they were like, you can go into the private suite tonight, but if you don't have sex, you can win all the money back that you lost. And so basically, it was just kind of like a slap in the face because they got to do whatever they wanted, and they still got the money.
Huh.
It was stupid. And then I also watched Are You the One? So this one, like, professional matchmakers paired up people and then stuck them on, like, an island or something for a couple weeks or whatever. And then they all had to go amongst each other and try to find out who their perfect match was.
Gotcha. Reality TV is it's a whole beast.
Listen, it's it's just trashy and it's just mind-numbing. Like, I have it on in the background.
Oh, I get that. See, I've been binging a lot of anime recently. So, like, I finished Hunter x Hunter finally. I don't think we've recorded since I finished. It was a pretty good ending. And I've started watching... I finished the newest season of Dr. Stone, the newest season of Fire Force.
Wait, the newest season of Dr. Stone's finished?
Yeah. It's not all dubbed, but it's finished. Sorry. I've caught up on Black Clover. I'm about to start Mob Psycho as my new sub show, And then I'm going to start watching JoJo.
You have tried to watch JoJo before.
I know. I need to get through it. It's supposed to be good. I'll watch it in the background. What? What's that look?
You know what's happening this weekend.
Oh, no. What's happening?
You know.
This upcoming weekend or this current weekend?
This upcoming.
I know what's happening this upcoming weekend.
Do you want to share?
Do you want to share? I think we're on 2 different wavelengths right now.
Really?
Yeah. We should say it at the same time.
Okay.
On the count of 3. Like on 3, not after
Okay.
3. Wait, no, after 3. No. On 3 or after 3?
Just do it after 3.
Okay, we'll do after 3. Okay. 1,
2,
3. We're going to
Demon
play
Slayer
D&D.
Demon Slayer movie.
D&D. Whoa. Okay, I had a feeling we're on different wavelengths here. Yes, the Demon Slayer movie.
Considering that this is an anime podcast.
Okay. In my defense, we talk about D&D on here a lot.
Yeah, but the Demon Slayer movie's coming out this weekend.
I should have. Yeah, okay. I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. I saw your merch. It looks cute.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm gonna crop that Giyu top, though.
Oh, it looks really good. I like it. How do you crop a shirt? Do you just cut it?
Yeah, you just cut it.
Couldn't you just, like, tie it up and put, like, a hairband around your waist or something?
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, getting, like, a hair tie and just putting
That
it
would
around?
break before I even, like, stretched it all the way over my head.
It would just cut you. That'd be funny.
But, no, I'm super excited. I got, like, Hanafuda earrings
Mm-hmm.
and a Giyu shirt and all that kind of
gosh.
stuff. Taylor got stuff to look like Zenitsu.
Aw, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. She's got, like, a crop top and, like, she got a mask that looks like his. Kimono, and then she's gonna wear Gabe's like Hanafuda earrings, or she got some Hanafuda earrings that have like the Zenitsu pattern on it, and so she's gonna wear those. And then I think she got some clip-ons for Gabe
Oh my word, I love it.
because he has Hanafuda earrings, but they're like for actually like pierced ears.
Why did he get them?
Because she just got them as like a present and stuff. I think it was kind of a hint for him to go get his ears pierced because she's been begging for him to go get his ears pierced.
Oh my word.
And so he thought about going ahead and getting them pierced for the movie, but I was like, they wouldn't be healed up enough for him to change out his earrings for the movie, so
It's fine.
I was like, just get him some clip-ons and then he can go get them pierced later.
I freaking love it. I'm gonna watch it in Stillwater on that Saturday.
We're going to the IMAX on Sunday.
Ooh. Oh, you're going on Sunday?
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. And I'm really excited to play D&D the next day because I am freaking done DMing. I am over it.
Let's play.
I am ready to roleplay Lindell, whip him out of my ass, and just be like,
Should I do Sybil or should I play Linnell?
Let's see. I don't know what character Aaron's using, but I'm going to be playing Lindell,
Yeah.
and he's probably going to play the elf. He's been playing the cleric, so maybe...
Whoa, wait. I thought Lindell was a
I'm a-
halfling.
I'm a rogue. But Aaron's character is probably going to be the same one he used for the Scottish guy.
Okay, so I should probably play Linnell.
Yeah, because we probably
Need
need
a
a heavy
fighter.
hitter. My character will sneak around and stab. I am not gonna just. I'm just gonna sneak in everywhere and just
I'll play
pretend to be a
Linnell.
goblin.
See, this is why I have a heady hitter character and then like a cleric, because
Yeah,
you
it'll be
never
fun.
know who's gonna need what in a campaign.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun. I'm excited, but we should probably start reviewing the anime for this week.
Probably.
Sorry we didn't record last week, guys. We just had miscommunication. I guess
Yes.
would just be the best way to put it.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you, I was having a mental breakdown last week.
It was not good, guys.
It was not good. Matt T
Matty.
was
Matty.
Matt T. Maddie was like in the middle of like all of it too, and so like literally I was like driving to Tulsa during like our recording time, and he literally texted me and he's like, "You coming over to record?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
I was like, it's fine, dude. I get it. I think instead I went and had sushi.
Nice. Where do you eat sushi here?
Nuki.
Oh.
Have you ever been to Nuki?
Mm-mm.
It's really good. We should go
Yeah.
right now.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really freaking tired, and it's kind of early this morning. I'm normally not like this even in the morning, but I am.
Yeah, we're actually
Exhausted.
recording like kind of early this morning. Like it's 9:30 right now.
Dude, the last 2 times we've recorded was on a Thursday. Now we're recording on Saturday again, but we're doing it at 9 in the morning when we normally do it at noon.
Dude, it's just getting to the end of the semester where there's like a lot happening like on the weekends as well.
Dude, and then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do it over Zoom and stuff over the summer. Ooh.
It's either that or we're going on a 3-month hiatus.
I think we should go for it. It's not going to be super hard to do over Zoom.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
No, I've been doing some research about it, so.
Cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to figure out this anime we review. Which I'm actually really excited because I really freaking enjoyed this anime.
I knew you would. I knew. It's like, you were like, oh, my first girlfriend's a gal. But I was like, he's going to like this one. I know he's going to like this one.
It was inappropriate. It was pervy. The humor was surprisingly good.
It was perfect.
It was actually pretty funny. And it was only 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, it was great. So, Mo, would you like to introduce the show we're reviewing this week?
So this week we are reviewing My First Girlfriend is a Gal.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, you liked this anime?
Yes, I did like this anime quite a bit. It was pretty funny.
I know, it was so funny. You were like texting me and you were like, I actually really like this. You were texting me the one-liners and stuff.
Like, okay. So, when I started it, I was really confused because I was like, okay, what's going on? Is this like a flashback type of thing? Like a flash forward back? No, I just started on episode 10 and I got halfway through it and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know any of these characters and they're making all these references to things. And I was like, so I like looked at it. I'm like, oh, okay. I also originally watched it on Crunchyroll, but it's censored on Crunchyroll. So that whenever they do the panty shots, they like put a little heart in front of it. I was like, nah, fam, I want the panty shots. So I switched to Funimation.
Oh my gosh.
I've become a true weeb.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, I'll get to it in a little bit.
We love them borderline hentai.
But
animes.
I was watching this. I watched the entire thing at work.
You are a brave soul.
Dude, I kid you not. I would have it like...
I watched that in a locked bedroom.
I kid you not. It's what I should have done. But what I did was I had it playing on my on the desk where I usually work. And every time one of the sensual scenes popped up, I would immediately grab my phone and stick it in my lap and watch it real quick.
Dude, that's even more suspicious. Oh my god.
But no,
it's like you're sitting there watching porn at work.
Getting caught watching hentai at work part 2.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
But yeah, it was pretty tragic, guys. So once again, I think my coworkers think I'm watching porn at work. It was great. But Mo, would you like to do proto info?
Yes, I will do proto info. I have it. All right, so my first girlfriend is a gal.
Also, remember that one time you texted me and you were like, "Oh yeah, my first girlfriend's a gal."
Because you were asking me what we were reviewing.
And I forgot I asked you that because you responded like 5-6 hours later.
Yeah.
And so I looked at it and I was like, "Hold up." I was like, "Mo? What?"
I just turned into a lesbian.
I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up. I was literally like walking down the stairs. I literally like stopped and my friends were like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I think someone just came out to me. And then I'm like, oh, never mind. It's the anime I have to watch this week. And they literally all looked at me like I was a crazy person. And I was like, it's fine. Anyway, proto info.
He's thinking I came out to him. Okay, so My First Girlfriend is a Gal was directed by Hiroyuki Furukawa. I'm so sorry I butchered that first name. But music is by Yashikin. Don't know that person. Studio is Naz, which doesn't have really any notable other works.
Yeah.
But for any of you that may know Studio Naz, Hamatori the animation, I don't know what that one is.
Is that the hamster one?
No.
Oh. That's a new anime, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a really new one.
Hamatori the animation? I think that was one of their first works, actually.
Don't listen to me, guys.
The original run for this anime was July 12th of 2017 to September 13th of 2017. It has 10 episodes and an OVA.
Nice. I didn't know it had an OVA. I did not watch the OVA. I probably will not watch the OVA. But yeah, that's the synopsis. I mean, that's the proto. I can do the synopsis. Is there anything else we need to mention? Probably not.
Synopsis voice.
Ladies and gentlemen. I'm joking. Alright. Let's try this. In a world where having your V card is a social suicide, a group of 4 insanely horny virgins set out to become men. Our main character is forced by his 3 friends to get on his hands and knees and bodily confess. Nope, that's supposed to say boldly. Boldly confess his feelings for a beautiful gal, misspelled beautiful, as bitiful. Even though she realizes he just wants to lose his V card, she agrees to go out with him because for some reason everyone loves this most bland human being ever. In the process, our hero soon attracts a harem, and the group's horny antics play out in a typical harem-styled anime plot, including a beach scene, maid cafe scene, love triangle plot, and karaoke scenes. The anime revolves around the comical aspects of being a virgin and is packed full of witty one-liners and cultural references to showcase the absurdity of the characters in this anime. I think that's a pretty good summary. That's like the best synopsis I've ever done.
Yeah, it's because you wrote it out on your phone.
Yes, I did.
And you could read it.
And I could read it. But yeah, that's pretty much the anime. That's pretty much the synopsis, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's not really a plot. It's just them, like, trying to, like... It's mainly the main character trying to, like, form a connection with the other main character where his, like, friends are like, just sleep with her. Like, you know?
Like his friends, dude, his 3 friends are just constantly like, let's all get laid. Let's lose our virginity. I'm like, bro, okay, no
like,
offense.
he actually wants a genuine connection with someone, and then all his friends are like, let's just get laid. And, like,
also, who in the heck is this horny all the time as a virgin? Like, what? I was like, these people need to... I'm like, do you guys ever study, do school, do anything else other than just watch porn? And, like, literally, they watch, like, they read Playboy magazines in class.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is happening? But yeah, so I think that's the general synopsis. Do you want to explain what a gal is, though, first to everyone? Because that might help.
Yeah, so kind of like a gal in reference is supposed to be like an easy type of girl.
Yeah.
So she usually has like her hair bleach dyed, and she wears like really short skirts, and she usually has like really tan skin. That's the definition of like a gal in like Japanese terms. Because like the reference of gal actually pops up quite a bit
in this anime. Yeah.
Well, in this anime and other animes as well. Like there's even an anime called like Super Gals, where it's just literally about the whole like gal like community. And so it's basically, again, like I said, just a very easy girl that will sleep with anyone and everyone.
Yeah, so like the 3 friends of our main character is like, okay, well, this girl is a bitch, but also she's a gal, so she's easy to get. So we'll leave a love letter, and you're here, literally get on your hands and knees and beg to have sex with her because she will. And you'll lose your virginity. And so that's how the plot starts. And
yeah,
there's a lot of gal culture in it, and it's pretty funny. But they kind of course, they're not like, these characters aren't actually easy.
Well, it's like our main lead, she's like a lot smarter than what the guys think that she actually is.
She's also a virgin, I think.
Yeah. I mean, though, she's not shy about letting the other main character, you know, catch a few bases. But
yeah. You're not wrong.
But she's just like a lot smarter than what the guys think that she is, and so she's like, I'm not gonna let you, like, you know, toy me over like that.
Exactly. So like, it's not like it's your it does reference this gal culture, but it also does your typical plot of like the girl actually isn't like super easy, and there's a little bit of a plot to try to like build up to the romance and stuff, yada yada yada. Characters find themselves in it. There's really no character development. Actually,
it's really just them going like back and forth of like him literally trying to figure out like, oh, I need to form an actual genuine connection with this girl, while his friends are like, just fuck her, and then, you know, like,
just fuck her already.
Really, and
literally they'll say things like, get on your hands and knees and take those panties off because that's what she wants, and you just shove your little sword in there and just, oh god, I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff they say.
Yeah, and then she's just kind of like, she's like, no, you know, I'm not gonna, like, we're not gonna do that, you know, like, you're my boyfriend, you know?
Yeah, and she talks like that. You're my boyfriend, Janichi.
You're my boyfriend, Janichi.
Oh my god. It's like totally good to see you.
Who's the voice actor?
Jamie Marsh.
Yeah, that's what I was, Jamie Marsh.
She does a good job.
She's, like, such a recognizable voice actor.
Do you know who Junichi's voice actor is? It's Asta from Black Clover.
No.
It is. Every once in a while I hear it, I'm like, ah! And
You're
then,
like,
so
Asta.
now I'm watching Black Clover. I'm like, oh, Asta, you horny boy.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so is there any other general story plot points we should mention? I think most of this show will be described talking about the characters and their ridiculous amount of one-liners.
It's really a character driven show. There's not really an end goal that they're trying to get. It's just like, if the characters develop some sort of meaningful connection, then success, you know.
So, Mo, I'll introduce the first character because I know his name.
Yes,
and then after that, you can do all the other ones because I can't remember any of the characters' names. I didn't write them down. So our main character's name is Junichi. He's
our main protagonist.
Yeah, he's your typical main protagonist stereotype that is the most bland human being possible. For some reason, everyone loves being this bland person because he's not cute, he's not hot, he has your brown hair, he's a virgin, and he doesn't really have much of a personality.
Yeah, he doesn't really have, anything going for him. He is, you wouldn't notice him. He's literally a fly on the wall.
Yeah. But he hangs out with these 3 guys all the time, and they're always just like, I want to have sex. Well, and he's like, why do I associate with you guys? This is social suicide. But he stays friends with them. I would not be friends with these guys.
I would rather just not have friends.
Yeah, same, than be associated with that.
I know. Especially when you're not like that to begin with.
Yeah, and on top of that, I don't think ever once in this anime did he actually appreciate his friends. The whole time he was just trying to prevent them from going to fucking jail.
No, he was literally the only guy in that whole group where he was like, guys, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Or
maybe we shouldn't be peeping toms. Maybe we shouldn't be working at a child's daycare.
Or why are we doing this? Or this isn't right. Or he was literally the voice of reason in that whole group. And I don't know. I wouldn't have been friends with him. I wanted
to shake the baby a little bit and just get him to leave, boot him out of the group.
What?
Shake the baby, knock sense into someone.
That is not a saying. Oh my god.
No, you grab it. You grab the baby and you just shake it. Is that not what you do with babies?
No.
Oh. I've never done it to a baby. If I was an expression,
I've never heard that expression.
God's got to shake the baby a little bit to knock some sense into you. That literally makes no sense, does it?
No.
No, shake the baby.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Dude, you don't understand. You want to know the other 2 things?
Are you talking shake the table?
No, you shake, shake sense into someone.
You don't know.
But you gotta, loosen it up a little bit. You gotta, loosen the jar,
I've never heard that expression
Get the candy
before.
out of the jar or something. And then, you shake the baby to get... Now I realized that this thought process makes no sense, does it?
No.
You know the other 2 things I said this week?
What?
I compared Josh Groban singing to an orgasm on a stick. Don't know what that means, but now it's something me and my friends say. And I also said, hey, try not to rock your balls this week. Don't know what that means either.
Try not to rock your balls.
So, yeah. God damn. I thought shake the baby was an expression.
I have never heard that before.
It's definitely not. Also kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what? This phrase I've added into my vocabulary this week.
Oh.
You want to go out shoot my crossbow?
What the freak? Oh, God. when Taylor's dad said that to you. I love it. See, Emma came up to me and she was like, hey, that looks like 2 bald men fighting for a comb. And I was like, what? She's like, it makes sense, right? 2 bald men fighting for a comb. It's the most useless, pointless conversation. I was like, that makes sense. And I used it the other day and they're like, why would you say that? That's not an expression. I'm like, it makes sense, though.
It makes sense.
And it's more sense than shaking the baby and an orgasm on a stick. But okay, let's be anal about this. Would that just be a penis at that point? I don't know.
We're not even going to talk. Okay.
Anyway.
So we're moving on to the next character. And it's Yukina Yame, who is our main female girl.
Main female protagonist. She is the gal that's super quote-unquote easy, but she ain't easy.
No. She has adopted the gal personality, because wasn't there a whole backstory of her being super shy or something, and her being a gal actually opened her up?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think there was.
Okay, we'll go with it. I don't recall it, but there was not any explanation for any of the characters being the way they were.
It was something along the lines of she was either super shy or
I thought she was helping her friend, the other chick. The tan girl? I have no idea.
It's one of the two.
It's fine. We'll just continue on.
I mean, in all honesty, you don't really watch this anime for the plot.
You literally watch it for the soft porn.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest. And the zingers.
But, all of the other, like, classmates of, like, Junichi and, like, his friends and all that kind of, like, see Yukina as, like, being, like, very dumb and not smart at all. But
they view her as extremely hot.
Yes, extremely hot, but really stupid and, like, easy to get with.
But she's
just because she's friends with, like, other gals that are easy to get with, and then so they're like, she's the hottest one, she's the dumbest one, she'd be the easiest to get with.
Yeah, but in reality, she's actually really, like, she's pretty smart, and she knows what she wants. She stands up for that, and she's a pretty strong person. Yeah, she's like, and she's a fairly reasonable person. Like, she knows what she wants. She vocalizes her opinions, and she sticks to it. And I'm like, this is actually pretty admirable. Like,
and, like, she's not, like, against, letting Junichi, like, cop a feel every once in a while and stuff. But it's basically just to kind of, like, what I read was, like, to solidify their relationship a little bit more. So that way,
my word.
Okay,
girls, guys, don't do this. This is not how you win someone in your life. You do not just rub your titties on them and say, hey, and you don't, like, just fill them up. That is not how a relationship should work.
Yeah, but it's like...
Anime was wrong, guys. I know
this
is hard to admit, but anime did not have it right in terms of how romance would work. You should also not go around tripping constantly and groping every single woman you walk by, because that's sexual assault.
Yeah.
Even if you tripped. And they don't just smack you and say, oh my god, you're a perv. And then they come back to you. No, oh my god, you're a perv. Call the police. Get this guy arrested. Don't do it. Trust me, it doesn't go well. Wait, that makes it sound like I've done it. I have never done this before, guys. Anyway, Yukina.
Yeah, and she's basically, typical gal. She's got her hair bleached and she wears really short, attire, very short skirts and stuff like that. She doesn't have her...
I was a big fan of the short skirts.
I can tell. She doesn't have, like, tan skin like a lot of the other gals do have, but, I mean, she knows what she wants, and she's not going to let, like, Junichi, like,
change that. Yeah.
Change that.
Yeah. I really like this character. I thought she was... I also just love Jamie Marsh's voice acting for it. I thought, oh my god, how did she talk? Do you want to try to emulate? What's our best gal impersonation?
Junichi.
Junichi, this is my boyfriend.
This is my boyfriend.
That is totes for realsy. Oh my god, you're adorable. Look at those massive boobs.
You got massive boobs.
Dude, that was great. I think you should become a gal. Dye your hair.
It's really a Valley Girl accent.
It's just a Valley Girl accent. At least in the English dub. I don't really know what it's like for in sub.
Yeah.
I'm assuming similar. Dude, whenever... Oh my god, I was watching Fire Force. I wanted to, like, kill myself because it was, like... So they finally left the Tokyo Empire. Have you watched Fire Force?
Not since the last season.
Okay, well, there's the Tokyo Empire, right? And the whole world is, like, on fire.
No.
The cataclysm, the whole world's inhabitable.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently they have, like, a community in the Chinese peninsula where they have, like, potato farming. I don't know. But they go there, and I kid you not, everyone there had the most hick accent. They're like, oh, kiddo, look how tall you've gotten. Like, oh my god, it's so good to see you. Like, it wasn't even hick. It was like that. I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Is this supposed to be hick? And it's just, like, so bad. I was like, oh, how does it go? Like, I can't even do a hick accent now. Y'all gotten so big, look at those hands. How did you do that?
Oh, look at y'all. Y'all got so big.
We got some taters. Like, literally, they call them taters instead of potato. I was like, this is an insult to all hicks everywhere. I just love it. Anytime they got farmers in anime, they immediately become hick. Like, in Food Wars, Megami's entire family.
That's... Yes.
And I'm just like, I want to shoot myself because this is my people.
I know. Anytime there's, like, farmers in an anime, they're just, like, always just super hick. Like, instantly. It's in that way. It's like that way in manhwa, too, when you read it. Yeah. Like, literally, they will literally write out the words to where they have, like, a hick accent when you read them.
What the heck? Okay. I'm interested to see if they actually have that like in the Japanese sub. Since I'm not fluent in Japanese by any mean. I don't know the dialect. I can't tell the tonal fluctuations and stuff. So like
Well, yeah, because they have like different, depending on like what region you're from.
exactly, but like which is why I prefer listening to dub for certain things like this because like even if I'm reading it subbed, I won't be able to tell the tonal changes. For me it just sounds like Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Can you tell
But
the
you're
difference?
about to take Japanese next semester.
I know. Me and Taylor did something kind of spicy. We decided to take Intro to Japanese for a fun course next semester, and I don't know why, but I am, and I'm super excited. But I feel really bad because I was gonna take it with like 3 of my friends in my fraternity, and there's only 20 people in this class, and so me and Taylor signed up, and there's only one slot available, and this guy can't enroll until the 19th. So like, which is
Monday.
And so like hopefully the spot's still open because if it ain't, he can't. And he's getting a minor in Japanese. So like he legit needs this class in order to graduate in time. I feel kind of bad. But also I've never taken a fun course before. So I also don't feel that bad.
Yeah. Just take it to have fun.
But I feel bad because he can't take it. But if he's on the wait list, I'm sure he'll be able to get in. But I'll be taking 18 hours then. And so I'll probably be dropping a class somewhere. And my advisor's like, you took Intro to Japanese? And I'll be like, yes, I did. I know I have 3 minors, but I want to take Japanese. Why not?
Why not? We should like continue on with characters.
Our never-ending tangents that always seem to follow this podcast.
Yes. So our next character is Ronko Hojo.
Bro, I freaking love this character. This was my favorite character. This and that one guy that always plays the flutes. I freaking loved Ronko as a character. Rompo, Rocco, whatever her name is.
Ronko.
Karaka. That wasn't even close. Because this girl was pretty much just like, I guess it's like, Yurino's like best friend. Who's the main character? Yukina's best friend, and she's like a year older than them, and she's like has even bigger boobs than Yurino. Yukina, the main character, and so she just goes around and just like
she's also like closeted lesbian. Basically.
She's also like madly in love with this chick, and she literally like gets Junichi to come to their her house and like straddles him and like pretty much is like, okay, you big virgin, how about I do a mic check 1, 2, 3 on your dick, and just like she gets all on him, and like of course he gets
basically she was like, oh, let me have sex with you and then you stay away from Yukina.
Pretty much. And so like, and Junichi's like, I don't want this, and then the chick Yukina shows up and is like, oh my god, Junichi, are you cheating on me? And then like Ronko is like, oh, we're just getting it on, baby. And like, I'm kidding you not, this is like how the scene plays out. And then Yukina's like turns around, tears in her eyes, and she's just like, Rambo, you're such a tramp. Like, why would you do that to my boyfriend? If you just wanted to take a bite, why don't we just share? And I'm like, what am I watching right now?
It's soft porn is what you're watching. Yeah.
And Junichi's like, I didn't do anything. They're like, but it looks like you were enjoying it. And I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, that.
It's and like, you have some girls rubbing up on my dick, then yeah.
Right? Right? So they got their boobs in my face. Like literally Rocco just like shoved her boobs in his face. And I'm like, of course he's going to get turned on by this. Like,
yeah.
What? It's fine. But
it's like it would be a different stories if like men didn't have like an appendage that instantly got stood to attention when they got turned on.
Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't take much to stimulate it, guys. Just to let you know, as a fellow man out there, it does not. Anyway, she also is an extremely aggressive character. Like she's pretty protective of Yukina to a T. Like to the extent that even Junichi she will protect because she knows it would hurt her.
And she is literally like, you look at her and she's the picture of a typical gal. Yeah. Tan skin, bleached hair.
And a lesbian, too.
A lesbian and big boobs.
She looked like Meat from...
Who?
Meat from Food Wars.
Oh! Who the fuck is Meat?
Meat. You know? Meat.
Dude, I haven't gotten that far in Food Wars.
What?
I haven't gotten that far in Food Wars. I've only finished the first season.
She's in the first season.
Yeah.
She's the meat girl.
But it's been a while since
Okay.
I've watched it.
I want to see some more meat getting slapped.
Okay. So, our next character is Nene.
This character makes me very uncomfortable.
I was wondering how you were gonna receive, because she has the biggest boobs out of everyone.
I think the anime said it best. A walking toothpick with boobs is the best way to describe this character. She literally is like a cow. Like, like her boobs are massive.
So she's like Junichi's childhood friend, and she has a major crush on Junichi. And so finally she just decides, like, oh, if being a gal is what's gonna get like Junichi's attention, I'm gonna be a gal too.
Yeah, but the thing that makes me comfortable with this character is she looks like she's an elementary school girl because she just is small, and like she is a year younger than them, but they're in high school. But she has the most unproportionally massive boobs ever. And there's like a scene where she like sneaks into Junichi's room. Guys, also girls, don't do this. Guys, don't do this. Nobody should ever do this.
I feel like she's got like tumors on her chest or something. Like they're not actually like boobs.
What?
Well, when you think about it, when boobs don't naturally get that big, like if they get that big, they no.
Oh.
If your boobs are naturally getting that big, they're probably tumors.
Rip, whatever her name is, Nene. Rip Nene. But
or she got a massive boob job.
I could see that. But like, there's literally that scene where she sneaks into his bed, and he's like sleeping. Apparently, it's so freaking dark in his room he can't tell a chick's in his room. And then like, she just kind of like sits up. And the blanket comes down, so we see her entire silhouette, and like her boobs like hang all the way down while she's just like standing, like straddling this guy. And Junichi just like, what is this I'm feeling? He's like, it's so soft and it's so big, and he's like, oh, this is Nene. And then he's like, I can't do this. You just want to have sex with me, but I don't feel like that for you, and I would just be using you to lose my virginity.
The one trope I hate in like all anime is when a guy touches a girl's boob and they're like, what is this really soft, squishy thing? And I'm like,
what do you think
what do you think?
Yeah, that's a great trope, isn't it?
It kind of pisses me off because I'm like, do you not know like where your hand is? Like,
right? Like, hold up. Are you not aware of your surroundings ever?
Yeah. It's like, can you just not like feel anything else but like, and you're like, oh, my hand's in something weird. Like,
it's soft and squishy, and it's perky on the end. I wonder what this could be.
Yeah.
A watermelon, obviously. Jesus Christ. Idiots. All of them. Anyway, but Nene also, she develops the Gao accent from like 2008 instead of the current one. So everyone makes fun of her because she tries so hard to get her Gao speech. And she's like, no, it's not my Gao speech. My Gao speech is immaculate. It's better than their Gao speech. And she goes around saying all this like super old fashioned Gao, which I thought was really funny. And she did try. And she's like, and she would go around, she's like, look who has bigger boobs. And they're like, oh my God, they're so big, monster boob. And then they'll just like fill up her boobs, and I'm like, okay, this is going so well.
Dude, it was so funny. Like, she was just kind of like weird. She's a weird character.
Yeah, she's just strange. She's obsessed with boobs and Junichi and Gao
and gals.
And oh my God, I don't understand this character.
Okay, next character we have Yui,
which is your typical flat-chested bitch.
She's she's the class president. She's supposed to be like the natural beauty, you know, black hair, red eyes, you know, very slender, you know, porcelain white skin, you know, like the one that like everybody freaking loves, you know, but nobody could ever have. And for some reason, she's obsessed with the plainest guy in the whole school.
No, this actually makes sense because he's the only guy in the school that is not just wrapped around her finger, and she doesn't see him as just a dog.
I hate that kind of thing, though. Like, they're like, you don't notice me, and so I'm insanely attracted to you.
Dude, the law of attraction does not work that way. Actually, it does work that way. That is how the law of attraction works. The more you pull away from someone, the more attracted they are to you.
I don't know.
Disney had it wrong, guys. Disney had it wrong.
I don't know. I just hate that trope and stuff where they're like, you're mean to me or like, you ignore me. And so now I'm like strangely
Well,
interested
dude,
in
also
you.
this character was just obsessed with making everyone her like slave, pretty
Yeah,
much.
or
Like
dog.
her dog. She literally was like, "Now bark for me, doggy," and I'm like, "Ugh."
Well, so like this character also has like a secret identity. She's also like a like internet star called like Boa.
Yeah. And she just like gets on there and she dresses like a cat, kind of, and it's
She does
just
weird
like,
things.
and she's like, I had a friend today that I used to really like, but then like he decided to be a pussy and loser, and I don't even like him anymore. Bow. He's like, boo hoo, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what am I watching? And then
And
everyone figures out that she's Boa except for Junichi, who literally is like, huh, I wonder if she could be Boa. Probably not. And then he's like, hey, are you a big fan of like internet stars? And she's like, I have no idea who Boa is. And then like Junichi's like, okay, cool. I'm like, bro, she literally what?
yeah.
Investigate a mystery here. Like, roll a d20. You can figure this
Roll
one
a
out.
D20.
He rolled a crit failure on that d20.
I know. But yeah, she's the class representative, you know. She comes from like very like well-to-do family and all that kind of stuff, you know, and she's just really the like weird character that's really into like BDSM shit and like
Yeah, she is. She also has very small boobs, which is
which
a
is a
plot point.
which is a very big complex for her.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody always makes fun of her for it and they're like, you guys have small boobs, you know?
You have they look so much bigger than they look, and look how squishy they are. Because there's the sauna scene. Your typical
Yeah.
guys. I kid you not. They packed in every typical trope scene they could in this anime. Maid
The
cafe,
sauna.
beach, sauna, peeping toms. I think that's a trope. I don't know.
Yeah.
Falling and groping.
Literally every typical pervy like trope that you've seen in every anime is packed into this show.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, now we've talked about the female characters. Let's talk about the three awful main characters, like
Shinpei, who is the ringleader
of the guy who
guys.
gives me major Ida vibes. If Ida was a sexually repressed teenager,
Dude. Yes. Oh my gosh. That
100%.
makes so much sense.
Literally, I saw this guy. I'm like, if only Michael Tatum was
Voiced.
this character, it would have been that much better.
Yeah, so he's kind of like the ringleader. He's the one that's like, let's go do this. And like,
And he goes all these random accents that make literally no sense.
he's kind of basically like the character that like gives information out about everything.
He's like, these girls do this, and this is how girls like it. I read it from this
and
magazine.
this is this girl, and she's blah 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 blah, and you know,
And he's like, oh, I hear that the sauna has not protected the heart. We can go through the forest and it's peeping Tom. We'll dress in camo and bring guns and everything to go peep on these girls. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? This is not like Vietnam or something.
he's basically like, he's the guy that's literally like, I don't care what you guys are doing, but I'm getting like my perv on, and
Pretty much, like constantly. Oh my god.
and he's the one that comes up with all of the plans. Like the other three guys, like Junichi and the other two, they're just kind of like there, you know. And like Junichi's always like, no, let's maybe not do that.
Yeah, and then the
Other two just go.
Well, one of the guys goes. The other guy just has a specific type of woman he
Yes.
likes. We'll get to that last, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Let's please get to that one last.
Yes.
Because I'll be saying some words about that one.
So the next guy is Keiko. He's just there.
He's like, Kaminari,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like,
He's just really stupid.
yeah, he's literally Kaminari, but a lot more bland, and he doesn't shoot electricity, which makes him really boring.
It's just like he's kind of there. He's kind of like the one character that like I feel like they just needed like 4 to like round it out, and then so he's just like the character they kind of threw in.
Yeah, he doesn't really do much.
He's the one that just basically follows like Shunpei.
The only scene that's really worth noting is the one they were the peeping Tom scene where him and Shunpo were running around, and then like, dude, this is really funny though. They were like running around, and I guess the manager has like set all these like massive traps here to like prevent guys from peeping on the girls. And so Junichi goes with them to like try to like trigger the traps so like they get caught and stuff, blah blah blah. And so they're like, Junichi, you are not true man. You're not trying to lose your Vika. You already got a woman, but we have to do this for our manlyhood or something. And he's like, no, this is wrong. And then they like pretty much like run away. And then Junichi falls off a cliff and into water. And then the blonde haired guy is like, oh my god, do you think he died? And then Shunpei's like, No, he's the main character. We still have 2 episodes left, so he did not die.
No, he's the main character. We still have 2 episodes left. He did not die.
Like, literally, they just broke the 4th wall, and then they're running through the woods, and then they're running and like, we have to do this for our friend for Junichi who is dead to us. And, like, it literally said it that
Who
way.
is dead to us?
And we have to continue on in his honor. And I'm like, oh my god. So like, Shinpei did have a lot of great one-liners though.
Yeah.
The other dude is pretty much pointless.
Dude, that was my favorite one. He's like, no, he didn't die. He's the main character. There's still 2 episodes left.
Literally. And then, the last character.
Minoru.
Mm-hmm. So
You want to talk about that one, man?
Yeah. So this guy is like extremely fat. He is like a huge guy. Overweight. But like, the best way to put it is, he has a specific type of girl he likes. Preferably between the age of kindergarten and before, like, the end of elementary school, yeah. And pretty much all he does is say a bunch of things about how he is trying to get with little girls. And it's quite disturbing.
Yeah. So his preference is little girls. He is a pedophile.
He's literally a pedophile. Like, there's so many lines. He's like, it's okay, Junichi, now that you don't have a girlfriend, you can help me make a map of where all the little girls live in town. And everyone's like, I literally hear the sirens in the distance. Like, all his friends are like, you are going to go to prison. You know that, right? And like, I don't know what Shunpei was thinking. He's like, somehow you passed the background check, but I got you a job at a daycare. And I'm like, he's like, I'll help you to your journey to rock bottom. I'm like, what? No, what type of friend are you? You don't just like,
we're not trying to like harm these little girls.
Like, what the heck? And like, there's that one scene where he's at the daycare. He's like, I just want to tell you how beautiful you are. And like, but the only way I can show you how beautiful you really are is a felony. And I'm like,
Would be considered a felony.
And then Junichi and Shunpei are just like, oh my god, we need to call the cops on him.
Yes, like he needs to go to prison.
And he just walks around like playing recorders constantly. And I'm just like, this is so creepy.
Pied Piper.
Oh, and then there's that one line. He's like, oh yes, the beach. There's gonna be so many girls. Hopefully one of them starts drowning. He's like, I better learn mouth to mouth. If I get lucky, they'll start drowning. And if I'm even luckier, they might have a younger sister that's in kindergarten. And I'm just like,
yeah, I know. Whenever he said a line of like, well, maybe she has a younger sister that's in kindergarten and stuff, I would literally be like,
yeah, because you know me, I'm pretty much like, everyone got their thing. But there's things that pedophiles are like way too far.
Like, don't get me wrong, everybody's got their own like kink and like
incest,
niche and stuff.
Foot fetishing, furries.
I draw a line at pedophilia.
I draw a line at pedophilia too. The people that are trying to say it's a sexuality, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I will admit, you can't help who you're attracted to. If you're attracted to a fucking donkey, you're attracted to a funky donkey. It is what it is. Doesn't mean you have
to act on it.
It doesn't mean you have to act on it. Like, I'm attracted to people I'm friends with. I don't go fuck them and force them to have sex with me. No, I do not. I don't take advantage of my position against them. No, I do not. Because it's called being a decent human being and an active part of society.
I can't. Like, those innocent children and stuff like that. I'm like, no.
It just, once you do something to, like, a kid like that, you take so much from them.
Well, it forces them to grow up quicker.
So much faster. And it's hard, and I've met a lot of people that have gone through stuff at a younger age because of that stuff, and you can tell, like, a lot of times now when you talk to people, you can really tell, like, if they've been through that kind of stuff just by how they have matured and how early they had to, and it's kind of heartbreaking. Which is why when I meet people that are extremely emotionally immature, even in college, I'm kind of like, I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna be your friend because it's literally talking to a fucking brick wall, but like.
Or annoying.
Or super annoying. But, like, at least they didn't go through that. And then there's people you meet that are, like, extremely mature, and I'm just like, how? You've been through shit. And it breaks my heart. Anyway.
Those are all the characters we're going to talk about, I think.
Yeah, there's not really anyone else that's worth it. But, let me think. Character development. Junichi realizes he's a nice guy.
I just think like, he realizes that like, he doesn't want like Yukina just for her body and stuff. He actually like wants her and like the whole thing.
Yeah, and he realizes she's actually a really caring and sweet person. At the end of it, she literally's like, well, what do you like about me other than my body? And he actually lists some actually genuinely good things to say. I'm like, you go, Junichi. This anime actually
he's actually been paying attention.
Yeah, this anime actually has made those things pretty clear that she's not just a tool. So I'm like, so that is impressive. That the dynamic between the two characters actually is somewhat genuine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. All the other characters are just in love with Junichi, and for some reason help the...
In love with Junichi or Yukina.
Pretty much. Or is a horn dog.
Yeah.
Into a variety. Literally, when Nana shows up, the pedophile guy, Nene, literally, he's like, oh my god, you're so adorable. You're so cute. And she's like, I'm like a year younger than you. And he literally turns away. He's like, okay, have fun with grandma. And I was like, I was like, okay, if this kid just is attracted to, girls that are smaller, just find a girl that's older and, hunker down with Nene. I'm like, I can see that. Nope. It's an age thing.
It's a literal age thing.
And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Because, if you're just into midgets, that's cool, I guess. It makes me a little uncomfortable because it's really close to, yeah, but,
okay.
Anyway, so animation.
Let's talk about the art. Yeah, the animation. I actually really liked the character designs and the way that the colors that they use. I loved the color palette.
I thought the color palette was really good. It was very bright. It was vibrant. I loved the censoring heart over all the panty shots in the Crunchyroll and Verve version. But in Funimation, guys, you get all the panty shots.
They said, we're going to give it to you.
Yeah, fans want the soft porn. We'll be damned if we don't give it to them. By golly. Hunky dory. But yeah, I thought the animation was pretty good. There's not any crazy metaphor, symbolism, nothing crazy.
It's just really plain, basic.
Just plain, like the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And then the music, I can't remember any of it.
No, you're really just watching it for the interaction with the characters.
Exactly. Speaking of interactions with characters, I wrote down all my favorite one-liners from this anime, and I am going to use some of these pickup lines.
Okay.
Specifically this one. Damn girl, you got a pair of tomatoes. How about I slip my cucumber in there and we make a salad? Can you imagine someone going up to you saying that?
I would literally turn around and walk the other way.
I'm 100% doing that to someone. And then how about you get fisted?
How about you get fisted?
And then, literally, I was watching episode 10 first, and then Nene is just sitting at the table, and her boobs are just on the table, filling up half the table. And I'm just like, what the hell are these boobs? And I was like, what's going on? And then douche nozzle. Oh, all the random background characters making their comments was pretty funny. So, one of them is this girl and the guy are walking. The girl's like, let's go to the amusement park Saturday night. And the guy's like, and later that night, you can experience my log ride. I'm going to use that on someone. If someone's like, let's go to the amusement park, I'll be like, how about after the amusement park, you can use my log ride.
Oh!
And then Nene says this thing kiss my eye, and everyone's like, who says that? And I'm like, Nene, I feel you. I feel you.
Kiss my eye.
I'm using that. I'll be like, kiss my eye, asshole. Just walk away. And then give us a rundown on those milk bags. Who do you think said that?
Shinpei.
Yeah. You can't go through life with boobs on your brain. You can't watch porno mags in class. Legit, but that's a plot point. Let's see. I just want a girl who lets me fill her up all the time.
I just want a girl that lets me fill her up all the time.
And there's so many random Yoda references in this.
Yeah.
And random Frozen references.
Because it's kind of like Shinpei's trying to be the master.
Yeah, he's like, follow me, young Padawan. We will help you lose your V card. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about Yoda being compared to losing virginity, but okay. Who does the motorboating? I hope the school burns down and you die in it. Really best. Whenever you're sexually confused, this is freaking Ida being like, I hope the school burns down and you die in it. Oh Mic check 1, 2, 3. I know if she sits in my lap right now, it won't be a very comfortable seat. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I got so many more. Oh my god, it keeps going. Oh yeah, this one was pretty funny. If I'm really lucky, one might be have a younger sister in kindergarten. Nope. Where was it? Oh, want to make an arrow slit for me so that archers can shoot loads of arrows down out of it. I'm like,
We should probably move on.
Boobs are bread, if boobs are bread, I'm baloney. Sorry, Mo is like, shut the fuck up, Maddie. No one cares about this. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's funny.
I went for 3 minutes of that. Y'all can skip over that. I'm so sorry. We lost all of our listeners at that point.
It's an hour in, you know.
I have a lot of editing to do in this episode, though.
True.
But yeah, so Mo, if you were in a harem anime, what stereotype would you be? Like, what type of girl would you be in the anime?
I don't know. I feel like I'd either be like the childhood friend, or I'd be like the girl that like acts like I don't care, but I really do.
Gotcha. I think you'd be a childhood friend. I can see that. 100%.
Childhood friend never gets picked, but you know.
What's new, right? I'm sorry. Sorry, that was mean.
What about you?
Well, one, I don't know. I guess if it's a reverse harem, I don't know which character I would be.
Have you watched a lot of reverse harem stuff?
Nope.
I mean, you kind of get the same basic like tropes as you do. I don't think
I would be the childhood friend. I could see. No, I wouldn't be like the main character either. I could see myself being like the super nerdy character. First, even though I don't necessarily fit that stereotype, but out of all of them, I think I would fit that one the best.
I feel like you could also be the one too that like acts like he doesn't care, but secretly does.
Like I would be like the class president. It's like, oh, I don't care, but actually, I'm a total obsessive. Actually, yeah, I'm literally freaking Yeah, that's me. Yeah, in this anime, I was the most like Yui probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, or I'm the real weird best friend. I'm the best friend that's in love with the main character, the main love interest. Yeah. I could see that too. And then I act like I'm just a really great friend, but really I just want any opportunity to grope him or her.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not me. I don't want to do that. I'm not the groper. But anyway, final thoughts.
If you like soft porn,
it's funny. There's a lot of great one-liners. Also, the pedophile character just makes you want to shoot yourself. Every episode has at least one line from him. It makes you cringe.
Yeah, listen, it's pretty funny. Like, I would say it's like on par with like comedy of like Devil is a Part-Timer.
Oh yeah, I prefer Devil's a Part-Timer, which got renewed for a second season. Woo woo. Sorry.
But I would say that the comedy's like right up there with it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, now we have to do music rec.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have one?
We're gonna do the ending to Paradise Kiss because I don't have one, but I like the ending to Paradise Kiss.
I'm gonna do the opening for the fourth opening of Fire Force. It's not as good as Inferno because that slaps hard, but it is still pretty good, and I kind of enjoyed it. If Inferno was not the first opening, I would say this one is actually a really good opening. But since Inferno is so freaking good, it's just all the other ones are just so disappointing.
We should probably draw.
Should you do shamelessly plug real quick?
Yeah, totally forgot about that. Yeah, so we are on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, and TikTok. We are on those at Bingers Anime Edition, the name of this podcast that you know and love. We are on Twitter at Anime Bingers. Go check us out.
Yeah. So yeah, time for drawing. I think I drew this one, so it's your turn to draw.
Okay.
We still seriously need to update this jar.
I know.
We keep saying it, and we still have not.
Cross your fingers.
I have no idea what's going to come out of this jar. There'll be Future Diary. I want to review Future Diary so bad.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Is this one of yours?
Oh no.
You want to guess before I say it?
Is it the Monogatari series? Okay, I don't know. Is it Future Diary? I'm not rewatching the show.
We didn't even watch it the first time.
If anyone knows, wow. We're
School
reviewing
Days.
School Days. Jeez. I was
wondering when that was going to come out of the jar.
Let's just review the last scene of this anime, and that's it.
We can kind of like talk about it.
Nope, just the last scene for 45 minutes. We'll break this down to the level of detail that it deserves.
We'll talk about it.
Dude, I freaking love this so much. I one time walked into...
I think Elfen Lied was the other one that I grabbed.
That would have been good. Wow, two very different shows.
Yeah.
One is a deep psychological look of life, and the other one, deep psychological look of yandere characters.
Yeah.
Random yandere with no lead up to it. Just out of nowhere. Psychotic bitches. And horny bitches. And pregnant bitches?
No, just like one really like horny dude that can't keep it in his pants.
But doesn't act... Wait, no, he has sex with all of them, doesn't he?
Yes, he has
Except
sex
for the main character.
Yes. He just like has like this insatiable like draw to her. Like, you know, like
It's
she's
her
the
boobs.
Well, she's the popular girl and she's
Dude, no,
the very,
we're reviewing
like...
it next week. We'll review it next week. I feel like we should change up our typical structure for this anime. I don't know how, but a thought is occurring. The thought is coming.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah, tune in next week when we review School Days.
Yes.
Baby. It's a cult classic because it's literally awful.
But we're reviewing School Days.
Woo!
So if any of you want to know what it's about, tune in next week.
Alrighty. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.